Here's a brief recap on what is going on with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. They both starred in the film It Ends With Us, which was also produced by Justin Baldoni. During the marketing of the movie, Blake was getting a lot of backlash on how she was advertising for it as like a cutesy, feel-good, girly type of movie and not really touching on the DV aspect. And that she was taking this time to advertise for Deadpool, her new hair care line, and her non-alcoholic beverage line. On the other hand, Justin was posting messages to DV survivors, posting resources. Everyone was like, yay, Justin, that's how you do it. Then this interview came out where Blake was asked what she would do if a DV survivor came up to her and wanted just to share their story or talk, and Blake just completely ignored the question. Then in the midst of this dogpile on Blake, this interview from 2016 gets posted, which is titled The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job. Now the internet's like, wow, Blake doesn't advocate for DV survivors, and now she's a mean girl. Then Blake started to post resources about DV and people were like, well, it's too late now. I don't know about you guys, but I love Taylor Swift, and the fact that Blake is in her inner circle, I was like, there is no way that Blake is this terrible person that people are making her out to be. Something is weird in all this. Especially since Taylor's music is in the film It Ends With Us, and she didn't even advertise for the movie, but she did advertise for Deadpool. And now Blake is suing Justin and his production company and other parties involved, and people are still with the same sentiment like, girl, be so for real. New York Times posted the 70-page lawsuit, and I recommend you read it because it is eye-opening. I'm only going to touch on a few things, but in the middle of the production, they had to stop to have a sexual harassment meeting regarding the things that Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath were doing. They had to agree to these conditions to continue filming. Some of the conditions stated were not to talk about porn, not to show nude pictures of the producer's wife, and it just gets worse. A big one in the article is also that there was a marketing plan in place. So the way Blake was behaving in these interviews or on red carpets is what she was told to do. Justin, on the other hand, stepped out of the marketing plan, and this is where the smear campaign against Blake Lively began. Justin hired crisis PR Melissa Nathan, who also worked with Johnny Depp during the Amber Heard trial. There's a lot in the article, but there are text messages between Justin, Melissa, and other parties involved on how they were going to do the smear campaign. In one example, Justin sends an article about Hailey Bieber being painted as a mean girl on the internet, and he goes, "This is what we need." And in the text above, Melissa's like, "We can bury anyone." And one of the ways to make this campaign spread like wildfire was to focus on social media apps like the R site and this one.